Okay, I'm assuming that you have just purchased or are planning on purchasing a healthcare HEX, and this presentation should help you make the best use of your healthcare HEX. The first thing I want to talk to you about are the early years before, when there's only one healthcare HEX, such as in the year 2000, maybe even in the year 2001. You may only have one healthcare HEX, and so your decision-making process is going to be a little different. On the one hand, some students need 2 healthcare units or they'll lose well-being points. On the other hand, all the students need at least 1 healthcare unit or they risk a family member dying. And that's something you really need to consider when students are asking you for 2 healthcare units, or some students might even ask for more. It just depends. Now, the ones who need 2 healthcare units, if they don't get those 2 healthcare units, they'll get slowed down in the game. If they only get 1 healthcare instead of 2, they might lose 5 well-being points. On the other hand, if a student who needs a healthcare unit doesn't get any, this will slow down the whole country in the game, because it'll cause the mortality score for the whole country to go down, and that's something you should consider as a citizen of your country. So until a second healthcare HEX is developed, now you're a free agent. You own that business, so you can make the decisions that you wish, but you may wish to consider limiting each student to 1 healthcare unit, and this will mean that more citizens will be able to have healthcare units, which means more citizens will have remedies for life-threatening emergencies, and you'll end up with a lower mortality score for the country. Excuse me, lower mortality rate, which is a higher mortality score for the country. So that's something for you to consider, but it's up to you to make those decisions. Now we're going to go in and log in to Civic Mirror. Okay, so here I am on the Civic Mirror site. Click log in, and you'll want to click the home button. And you look down for your health unit. Here's my properties. Here's my health HEX here. I'm going to click on the health HEX. And the first thing you will want to do is set up your asking price for a unit. How much do you expect your customers to pay for a unit of healthcare? So here I'm going to say just a random price, $100 for a unit. Now, you might also want to put an asking price for the HEX itself. Maybe after 2 or 3 years you get tired of having to do so much work for a lot of people. Maybe you want to sell it at that point. How much are you willing to accept? I generally advise people to maybe at least put what you paid for it in the auction, if not double that or somewhere in between the price and a double. I'm going to just put $4,000 for the asking price of the HEX. But of course, if you don't want to sell it at all and think you never will, then maybe put some silly price like $10,000. It's up to you. This just makes it easier. When people want to do a trade with you, they can find out right away how much you're expecting them to pay for it. Now, actually, you don't have any units to sell until you power your HEX. So the next thing that you need to do is do a trade with the person who owns the EI HEX so that you can get some resources into your healthcare HEX so that you can sell units. Right now you can't sell anything. So you go up here and click on the trade button and you find out who has the EI HEX. Now in this country, the EI HEX is owned by a fake student called Demo2. This is where you find out who has the units available, the EI units available. So we're going to remember Demo2, all right, that's the name of the student. We come over here and we find that student, Demo2, and we click the Begin Trade button. And what you want, let's see here, they've given us the price that they're asking. This is why you put an asking price in, because it makes trades so much easier. Okay, they are asking $150 per unit. Put 1, I want 1 unit. And now if you have more than one business, you'll need more than 1 unit, but for now we're going to put 1 in. I'm going to put their asking price, $150, and then scroll down here and click Submit Trade to Demo2. Now, especially with power, but also with other important units, you will be much more successful in getting what you need if you go and you talk to that person face to face. Now, it might be somebody you've never met before, and it's kind of intimidating sometimes, but going and talking to them face to face is guaranteed. 6, 8 years I've been teaching this game, you will have better results on average going face to face. So I'm going to pause this video and I'm going to go talk to that fake student face to face. Okay, I went and talked to that fake student and they agreed and they accepted the trade. So now we need to go back into the hex itself, your hex, and you'll now see this blue power button highlighted. So click on this button and now you have resources in your healthcare facility and people can buy units. But I suggest you also announce it to the class so that they know, okay, they can start putting in trades for the healthcare unit. You can just say, healthcare is powered, or healthcare unit is powered. You can get healthcare units. That will help students, and it will remind students that they need to get it, which will help your country as well. Some students will have forgotten that they need to do this. Now, keep in mind that not only are you a business owner, you're also the head of a household, and so you need to be taking care of that as well. So click on your name and go over here to a very important page, the My Status page. Click on My Status. Here you're going to find out, though you have a wonderful business that's up and running, the fact is that you're going to have a death in your family. In fact, 2 deaths in your family if you don't solve these problems. You need to get into an apartment, a powered apartment complex, or you need to power your home. And you also need to get some food for your family. 1 unit of food is all you need for your whole family. And once you've accomplished that, then you will also need to get these human services. Now yours might say you need 2 health units, or yours might say that you need 2 education units. Each student is different. Just make sure that in the early stages of the game, when there's only 1 healthcare facility, only use 1 health unit for your family, and just to make sure that your country is healthy as well, and not just your family. So I'm going to go ahead and click on this Use Healthcare, because you've got the unit. Now you've got your family protected for health emergencies. And I know it doesn't show down here, but you're in pretty good shape with that 1 unit. And the other thing that you can do, let's just go ahead and do a trade and get your family some food. So we click on the trade button. Actually, no, we'll skip that. You know how to make a trade because you've already done it with the power. We're going to move on from here. What I'm going to show you is how to avoid bad trades with other students. Some students will try and steal your hex, and so I'm going to show you how to avoid having someone steal your hex. Okay, so how we do this is we refresh this trade page. Here's an incoming trade. We click on that, and a student looks like, oh great, they've given me my asking price. My asking price was 100 for a unit, but you have to read this side very carefully. What they're doing is they're offering you $100 not for a unit of healthcare, but they're offering you $100 for your entire hex. They're trying to take your entire hex for $100. So the first thing you want to do is look at, okay, who is the student? Here it's a fake student demo too, but you look up here, who's the student, and remember that student, because that's somebody you don't want to vote for president or any other government position, because they're clearly dishonest. They're either dishonest, they're trying to steal from you, or they're completely clueless. Either way, you probably don't want them in government. And then the next thing that you do after paying attention to who it is you click Reject Trade. And be very careful when they do trades with you. They're clearly up to no good. So that now we're going to refresh the trade button again, to see if there are any other good trades that you can actually accept so that you can start making. Okay, so we have a new incoming trade here. We check, here's my asking price. They're giving me off asking price, and then I come over here. This time it's a unit, and they aren't asking me for 6, they're just asking me for 1. That's a good trade. I'm going to accept the trade. Okay, and then that's all we need to cover. So I think you are ready to do well in the game if you understand all these things. So best wishes to you, your family, and your country. P.S. There's something I forgot to tell you. Make sure that when you buy these things, I've clicked on the My Status page again. For example, food. When you buy a food unit, make sure that you come back to the My Status page and you click Consume Food, because if you don't, it's like buying food, sticking it in your fridge, and then never actually cooking a meal for your children. You may have the food there, but if they don't actually eat the food, they could still starve to death. So make sure that when you purchase goods and services, that you actually use those goods and services here on the My Status page. Otherwise, it won't help you. Furthermore, those units do not save over the years. If you don't use the units this year, they won't help you next year. Good luck.